Hello. Okay, so I read these two books. This was by far my favourite book. It was fun, it was witty. I loved Ruby as a character, and it was an amazing story. It was very real, and I really enjoyed that. So Eveline does a very long review of it in her review. And so yeah, check hers out because I agree with everything that she said, and I really enjoyed the footnotes as well. This 13 Little Blue Envelopes, not such a fan. Only because, like, I don't know, I found it droll. I found the characters a little bit lacking, and there was this one bit at the end, I'll show you. Not like in the story, I promise. In the words of Keith Dobson. Hello fans, I was asked to contribute to this paperback edition of 13 Little Blue Envelopes because I can only assume you, the collective you, demanded to hear from me. I understand and respond. I've been instructed by Miss Johnson, author at large, that I not tell you anything about what happened after the point where the book leaves off, if in fact anything did happen. For all you know, we could have been immediately drawn into a wandering black hole and erased from existence. Well, except that I'm writing this right now, and I guess that's a bit of a giveaway. It's your life, Keith. Shouldn't you know what happens, if anything happened after that? I don't know, I wish I hadn't read the back, because I don't want supplements to know who the characters are. I want to just know who they are from how the author wrote the book, their lives, but I don't want them to become something they're not to me, like by answering questions and such. So I give this 5 out of 13 Little Blue Envelopes, and this 6 out of 7 frogs. Also, really quickly, I wanted to talk about this book, this Lullaby. Finished this one as well, and I don't know if any of you guys have read it on the channel or any of you other readers have read it. By Sarah Dessen, and it's a wonderful book. I love it. It's about this girl Rami, and she's had a lot of hard relationships, and her mother has as well. Actually, her mother's going into her 5th marriage at the time of this book. So she really learned to like distance herself and such. But then she meets this guy called Dexter at a wedding, and he thinks that they're like soulmates, and she does not agree. But anyway, they end up getting together, and then some other things happen, and well, yeah, you'll just have to read and see. So yeah, but it's really great. I love Sarah Dessen, and like I've said before, Truth About Forever is my favourite, but this is a really close second. Yes, now some recommendations, if you will. So I'm now going to switch out of this terrible British accent back into a normal American one right now. Okay, so my voice is very crazy right now. Sorry. I have this book to recommend, The Princess Academy. I like it a lot. It's about this girl Mary. She lives on Mount Eskel, and it's right above this village that's down below, and in the village is like the castle and everything, and like the kingdom. They get news one day that the next princess for the kingdom, because she lives in a mining town, and that's up there, and they mine the special stones from the side of Mount Eskel that are called Linder. Her family is Linder miners, and so they get the word. And then they are told that there's going to be a Princess Academy set up down below in the village because of one of the girls being the next princess. And some things happen, and it's horrible. A lot of the girls aren't nice to her, but in the end, because of some of the events, she ends up being a hero of the town, the village, and also her classmates. Go figure. Anyway, Shannon Hale. She also wrote Goose-Girl, which I would also recommend. I don't have that book yet, but Goose-Girl is awesome as well. A couple other recommendations would be The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Hammond. It's really great. Yeah, it's really deep. Is that the right word for it? Is that too cliche? I don't know. But anyway, it's about this 15-year-old autistic boy, and it's basically his journal. Because in the story, his teacher like says, well, he wants to write down his life. So she's like, well, why don't you write a journal, you know? And so he does, and it's really in-depth and crazy look into this 15-year-old boy's life and mind, and just how he sees the world and the people around him, and just his day-to-day struggles, and it's really good. If you haven't read it, definitely suggest it. Another good suggestion is a book called Green Angel by Alice Hoffman, and it's about this girl Green. It's not really modern day. I wouldn't really put an era on it, but she lives in this city. The whole story is her just hurt, and it's really hard because she lost her whole family and like her whole world basically in a fire. So it's just a story of her overcoming all these things and finding out who she is again, and it's really good. A lot of good imagery in there. Yeah. So I'm moving next weekend, and hopefully I'll have my summer book list up then, because I've already been reading. I've got to get on that. But I'll put some starters that I'm going to be doing in the sidebar, so you can look at all those, and those are part 1 of my summer book list. You guys can, like, you know what I'm reading. Okay. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.